The Catholic Diocese of Peoria has backed off a proposal to close Holy Trinity Church in Bloomington. WGLT's Charlie Schlenker reports.
As part of a large realignment of parishes and church consolidations across central Illinois, a study team had earlier recommended merging St. Mary's and Holy Trinity parishes in Bloomington and closing the Art Deco Holy Trinity Church building, which is on the National Register of Historic Places. The plan also included merging St. Patrick's of Myrna and St. Mary's of Downs. The Downs and Myrna parish mergers remain in round 3 of the parish models. It recants the intention to merge St. Mary's and Holy Trinity. The draft would assign 2 priests to commonly serve historic St. Patrick of Bloomington and Holy Trinity. The model recommends the pastor discern and develop long-term facilities and funding plan within 2 years for Holy Trinity and St. Pat's. It recommends the 2 parishes coordinate Mass times and ministry. The release of Round 3 relieves several members of Holy Trinity who had submitted a lengthy report to the panels in the hope the proposed closure would be reversed. One of those is Ann Sallin.
I'm pleased that it's not a slam dunk. We're going to close the parish. Our pastor will definitely have to get more information about these recommendations of the long-term facilities and funding plan, but for now I'm actually pleased.
Sallin says a document parishioners put together, including demographic information, by the numbers work on financial sustainability and strength, was a fair assessment. Sallin notes the Round 3 models omit previous references to the alignment of parishes and schools. Holy Trinity and St. Patrick's of Myrna together fund Corpus Christi in Bloomington. St. Mary's of Bloomington funds its schools.
I have heard that a future vision may be to look at all of the schools in the diocese, but I think this is really trying to say you've got 2 churches with lots of facilities. Are you going to keep that, and how are you going to fund it?
Historic preservationist Greg Coos says he thinks the reference to facilities and funding may have more of an impact on historic St. Pat's than on Holy Trinity.
The economic planning is really something that needs to happen at St. Patrick's because it has not kept up with the needs in terms of accessibility.
Coos says religious congregations are generally getting older, including St. Patrick's, and they do need to accommodate them. Coos also acknowledges all older church buildings face ongoing maintenance needs, including Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity raised $3,300,000 over the past few years for restoration and for accessibility, for the creation of new kitchens in the church basement for parish events. So they've done their due diligence with their pocketbooks.
Holy Trinity was in the process of creating a new parking lot on the north side of the building on the site of the old Elmo Quinn service station when the initial round of models indicated potential closure. Parishioners indicate that work may resume. Parishioner Terry Kelly had also lobbied to keep Holy Trinity open and says he's pleased the recommended model in Bloomington is essentially the status quo.
It would be sad to see any parish close, and there are many parishes throughout the diocese that are closing, and I know many people are sad about that, and it's very hard for those who have lived in those parishes and served those parishes and supported those parishes all these years.
Kelly notes the entire process is called Growing Disciples, and the exercise calls on all parishes to be more active and supportive of one another.
Hopefully that will be the byproduct of all this. We need to have a good plan for the future to address what additional needs there might be and, make sure we have adequate funds for that.
Kelly agrees with the model's emphasis on coordinating Mass times and ministry between historic St. Pat's and Holy Trinity. He notes part of Holy Trinity's criticism of the process was that Mass times had been affected in recent years and changed when and where people attend Mass.
Bloomington are almost kind of a unique Catholic community, and we all know each other. And people aren't as territorial about their church maybe as they are in other communities. There's a lot of opportunities to make a Mass. To coordinate that, I think that's an ongoing process. It's always been an issue.
The diocese report also notes there's a long-term shortage of priests, and Kelly says better coordination could help address that.
The hope for everyone is that this reinvigorates us to be better stewards of our Catholic faith, of our parish Holy Trinity, to support it better, to get more active, to get so many of our parishioners who are on the books and who financially support the church, attending in the pews and not just on Sunday.
Kelly says there are lots of programs available, and he hopes this will encourage people to become more active in parish life. Peoria Bishop Louis Tilke will review the findings of the third round of parish models and make final decisions May 19th. I'm Charlie Schlenker.